Hey, subscribers, I am back. Okay, maybe you don't even remember who I am. It's been so long. My last video I put out was in June of 2024, 9 months ago. But I'm back. So, wait a minute. If you're seeing this, I'm assuming you're a subscriber, because how else do you know I'm out here? It's been so long. If you're not a subscriber, well, you know how to fix that. Just subscribe. So, anyway, I've decided to start making videos again. I actually, much more than I used to. Before, I was pretty haphazard. I'd get one out, then I'd get one out a couple days later, and then maybe a week, then a month or 3. So I kind of just got stuff out there whenever something inspired me or I felt like it. But I'm going to be pretty dedicated now. So we're talking, 5-6 days a week, regular content. So I think in the next 6 weeks, I'll put out as many videos as I've ever put out. I'll double the number on the channel. So really would love it if, you could take a look at the channel, see what's out there, subscribe, like, those videos if you can. So had some success. I mean, the best video I put out had 23,000 people look at the video, which certainly beats the 532 subscribers I've had. So, definitely got some good reach. So I'm definitely going to hopefully find more content like that resonates. But I know not every video will, but what will help me on the channel is if you can comment on videos of ways you think I can do things better, whether it's the video itself, the editing, the content, whatever it might be. I'm definitely open to feedback. I don't think everything I do is great. I think I'm a novice who does this as a fun thing to do. I am not a full-time content creator. I have a job that pays me well enough to spend money on raids. So I do this as a fun hobby thing. But, I think it'll be fun. So I'd love the comments on how to improve what I do. And certainly, if I'm going to do this kind of content that I didn't used to, I'd love it if you could put comments in of, what kind of videos are out? Would you like to see content on? Where do you need help? Where could there be ideas? What would be fun things to look at? I know there's plenty of content creators out there. If there's something that you think that I can bring to the channel, that would be good. I do have 2 different types of accounts that I use in this content. I have my main account, which is, end game and, strong accounts, strong champs. I mean, I don't have all the mythicals out there because I'm not a crack and I don't spend a ton, but I do spend money on that account. So it's my end game account that I'll do end game content in. And I do have a free to play account that's like level 83. That allows me to do more stuff that's more mid game, some early game, some late game stuff in there. That's kind of the more reasonable free to play stuff. So I'll do some content there too. So I'll kind of hit that in both. So what I'm going to do with the rest of this time, and the rest of this video is I'll do part 1 for the rest of this video where I'll cover the end game account and show you kind of just a big picture of where am I at. It's been 9 months, where's the account at, kind of catch you up with what's going on out there, and can also give you some idea of where I'm at, what type of champs I have, and what kind of content I could do for ideas that you could help me with. And then I'll do part 2 in a different video that just kind of gives you an overview of the free-to-play. So I'll start with the main overview, then hit the free-to-play overview, and then just from there and other videos will just be the normal content that you'd see from me. So that's it. Let's get into it. All right, so this is the overview on the main account. I've been playing this account for a long time. If we go to challenges, somewhere in here it has class of 2020. So been playing this account since 2020. Level 100, obviously, 21.19 million player power. I don't throw gear on champs just to raise my player power. So this is just whatever I got from the champs I have and the champs that I've built and still have gear on, but most of my account doesn't have gear. I'm not artificially inflating that number. Plenty of silver, plenty of gems there. You can see, so this definitely, I am what you'll call a hoarder. I definitely, we'll put, you'll see throughout my account where I have plenty of resources that I pile up. And then for champions, just get an idea of what I have. If I look at my vault and filter, so for mythicals, you can see I have Frolny, Geralt that I pulled from Shard. Ashnar was from a Shard also, and then Carnage and Mikage were definitely the fusions or content, and then Furod was actually my last pull. So, a handful of mythicals. I really haven't been lucky. I hit Mercy, I think, to get Geralt or Frolny, and then it took me like another 100 and some shards, 130 shards to be able to get Ashnar. So definitely primals have not been very lucky for me. I've never pulled a primal from a remnant shard either. So pretty happy with Frolny because he's got the 6-star. wasn't too excited when I got him. Then they buffed him, and I do like him with the buff. And then Girl's pretty good. She's really good too. Does a lot of damage. Obviously, Mikage's Mikage. So interestingly, I've never built Carnage yet. So had him for a while, but never built him. Ashinar I do use in the event dungeon, so he actually thankfully did get some use. So for legendaries, I have 227 legendaries apparently. So plenty of depth here. Narcissus and Ancora are definitely my strength in the arenas of the world. And then Tormund I've actually never used. I did him back when they did the fusion for Tormund. I've never put gear on him. He's even 6 stars sounded crazy. Armaz is definitely my boy. He's 439 speed with 607 accuracy, so he's a lot of fun for me in live arena and in the arenas in general. He definitely surprises people. They don't expect him to be that fast. So from there, you can see who's here. TX is one of those that I haven't built that I really need to focus on. Actually, I mean, that's one thing. Between running this account and running the free-to-play account, time is definitely something I don't have as much as I need. So I get champs, and I just have a tough time getting the time invested. So you've got like TX, you've got Rotos, who I haven't built. And then if I go down into others, like Feral I just got, so that's not too bad yet. Volcanos I haven't built. He's there. I did get the Sir Nick and Noel. I've never played with them. He-Man I have, and I pulled him from a shard and haven't built him. Alice isn't built. Mad Hatter's not built. So definitely a lot of champs in here that I could do something with. So that's definitely where I'd love feedback, is if you see champs in here that just are sitting down here and they're not built, and where, boy, that could really help your account. Tell me with where you see them and how you built them. I definitely could use those comments. So that's the Incarnate, a lot of champs in the Legos, a lot of 6 stars in there. So I've definitely put work into them. Epics, I've got plenty of empowered. I have 627 epics. So I got a lot more of these I can empower. I have plenty of space. So it just hasn't really driven me to do that. So I tend to plus 4 the ones that I'm using, but the other ones eventually I'll probably plus a lot more of these too, but piles of epic. And then, so that's kind of the champ scene. Missions, obviously had Arbu, but I got Romantu and I got Marius pretty shortly after you possibly could get him. I wasn't too far behind when you could actually, even potentially get him. I got him pretty quick. And then Great Hall, Great Hall. My affinity bonuses have been maxed for years. I got those done pretty fast, back in the day. Area bonuses, I got 11,700 medals. I keep thinking like Chimera eventually they're going to release, so I'm just kind of holding on to those. But I got some into Fire Knight to make that easier, and then basically the rest of mine are in Hydra. So I should max these out at some point, I would think, but I kind of feel like Chimera is more important than Hydra now, so I just haven't done that yet. Tavern, I definitely have plenty of resources. You can see the brews, and then chickens, skill book, as I said, potions. I mean, I got plenty of resources on this. Soul collection, I've got a bunch of 6 stars, a bunch of souls for mythicals, not 6-star souls, but mythicals. And like, man, what I love to get sick. When that last pull was that new dwarf who I have no soul for. I'm like, come on, I got all these, and I can't pull one of these champs. Why do I got to pull the one I don't have a single soul for? I was really hoping for like a Sigfriend out of that last round of primals that I did, but no such luck. I do have, resources in the market to get. I'm lower on these, but I got enough coins to get some, but I'm saving up. I'm really, my main one I want to get is Marius. I want to get him up to 6 star. I think he's only at 3 right now, so even the 4th one would be nice for him. And then in the portal, so you can see here the shards, plenty of sacred shards. Primals, this was 2 times primal, so I don't have many of those, but plenty of the others. And I still buy every mystery shard I can find in the shop. I don't know. For some reason, I just love piling the mystery shards. It'll help me do any fusion that ever comes up. So that's as I said, I'm a hoarder. Those are the shards. Fragments, I do have stock in here. Esme, Quintus, Jinro, Bells, and then a bunch of epic. I've got resources in here I can go get. Embrias, I'm at 73 now, so making progress there. And then fusions, you can see that Mikage is gone. I already got her. Relics and Broadmaws, I make as much as I can for the champ chase points. And Fabian, I'm up to 6 of the rares. We're working on Fabian. We'll get that on this account for sure. And then in the dungeons, I've got pretty good Grove team. So I got a 13-second team in the Grove. You can see who that is there. And then in the Sand Devils, I've got a 9-second Sand Devils team. So if you want showcases of either one of those, let me know. I can definitely show you those. Those work pretty well. And then Fire Knight, I do 10 and 2 minutes and 14 seconds with that team. And then Dragons, I do 28 seconds. I'm doing the double Stultus. Seer clears the waves. Double Stultus, kill the boss. Team's pretty good. And then the Spiders, oh, well, I don't have my team up. I was running all Demon Spawn for Clan Quest. My hard team does it in 24 seconds. That's a Seer, Sakia type team. I'm doing that one. Golem, I didn't show that one. That was 10. I do 111. That's basically Artak and Pythion. Sometimes I do just do Artak. But I just take that with 3 food base. So Ice Golems, I never really run Ice Golem speed. That's always with food. Minotaur and the potions, who cares? Iron Twins, actually I can't show you, but 22 seconds is my stage 15 team. That's using the double Newt, Marius, and a reset, blanking, Renegade. No, not Renegade, so the Painkeeper. Using Painkeeper in there, 2 Painkeepers to reset those 3. Except for Magic Affinity, then I do Paul at the Helicath. So that's kind of the dungeon teams. Arena, I am Classic Arena. I'm always in Gold 5, obviously. Live Arena, I'm in Gold 3, and I'm at 4165 points. Honestly, I've just been doing 1 battle a day. I get my win and I get out. I probably should be getting those chests. It takes too much time to do Live Arena, so I got Marius and just lost somewhat interest in it. Tag team, I float between Gold 2 and Gold 4. I was in Gold 4 and Gold 3 for a while, and then I just didn't care anymore, so I just kept dropping. Dropped down to Gold 1 for a while, and I was like, I should get back out of there, so I got back into Gold 2. And then I haven't played this week, so I'll probably just stick in Gold 2. Maybe I'll try and get back to Gold 3 next week. And then, what was next? Clan bosses. Demon Lords, I do Rabbit Eater team at 1 keys everything. Hydra, I can't even do that without claiming. Hydra, I use a Mikage team with Wixwell and Eostrid and those guys. And then for Brutal, I'm using the Sakia and Cardiel. I get a few billion points in there, probably 3.5 billion, maybe Clash points if I try. Lately, we've just been able to get the 1.2 billion because the clan I'm in, we're just winning clashes pretty easily, so I can just do a full auto and get out. And then in Chimera, I use a Nightmare. Claim those? 1, 6. Give me 2, give me 2. No, 1 again. I swear I'm just getting 1s on those. In Chimera, I'm using this team for Chimera with Ninja and Mikage. It does like maybe 140 million and Nightmare 130, and I get about 10 trials with it. And then in Ultra Nightmare, I use any one of these 3 teams, depending on affinity of the bosses. And that does anywhere from 130 to 145-ish. And 7 trials, maybe? I'm not sure. Depends on which of these teams I use. This team will get more trials than this one will. Than these 2 will. This one just is easier for the damage to get there. That's kind of what I do in Chimera, or in the clan bosses. Doom Tower, in this account, nothing really to show, because basically I'll clear all content all the time, so yeah, it's not really anything exciting there. And then Cursed City, I'll clear all the normal every time. I'll kill the bosses every time, but the Centranos area, don't make it too far into here on hard. The champs that you have to build in here, I guess some of these guys are actually fairly good. Some of these, champs that I need to build in here, Geomancer and Doom Priest and Redlet, they're going to get whacked. So I'd have to go back here and start building some of these epic, I just haven't done it. I haven't been too excited to get it into here and beat this stuff back this far. So it's kind of probably the next thing I should do. And maybe that's something I'd do for content on here, is to go through and start beating some of these stages and building champ. I just haven't prioritized getting back in there for Kurt. It hasn't excited me. I got so many food champs in here. These are all 5-star food. So these are all 40. So I got plenty of food. So I might as well be making those champs, because what else am I doing with this food? Probably the next thing to do. So I would say that's the big picture overview. If I just look at things in the future on this account, Cursed City's working well. Hydra, I can definitely do more damage with if I built some of those other champs that I have than what I'm doing now. I feel like Hydra took some hits when Chimera came out and with the nerf, but I guess if my clan needs me to do more damage here, that's a place I could invest more resources into. I can probably improve my Chimera teams, pulling and somebody like Senna would really help there, or Galathier. But with the champs I have, I can easily one key and I can get good trials. So I think that's the most important Chimera. So for me, probably that Cursed City space is probably where I should be focusing more of my investment and building some of those niche champs and using my silver to move gear around for those champs. So it's probably where I should go with the account. And I got some of those champs that would just be fun to build as something for a future in this account too. Getting the Furals and the Rotos and the TX going. It'd be really fun to build a TX type arena team too, but I really need like Sulfurion or somebody to go with TX first what I have. So anyway, that's the future of this account too. So that's it. I'll close it there for the overview of, hey, as I said, if you got comments on how we can do things better or what things you'd like to see, please comment, and love to see you watch more of the videos and like the ones you're interested in. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to be back, by the way. I think it's going to be fun. Thanks.